Alright guys, welcome to this small charting video. We're going to be charting XMR today, and we're with Fortune XBT from AlphaBlock.
Hello, hello, hello.
Let me just change the shared screen for him over here. Change windows.
For all the viewers, you might hear some crows or some birds in the background. I'm chilling in my garden, so I hope that doesn't disturb you.
Odin's Raven.
Yes.
Alright, purple list. Let's go add XMR there. Oh shit, my screen is actually lagging. Maybe I want to close some stuff out. Let me just close a few windows here.
Yeah, it's glitching a little bit for me. I don't know if it's the OBS. I'm hoping that's not being recorded because it's kind of like glitching in and out.
Yeah, I'm recording directly from my PC, so it should be fine on here.
Yeah.
Which
Okay, no, it's
yours?
stopped now. It might have been the resolution, maybe. Yeah, looks good now.
Okay, it should be looking good now. Okay. I like to see how the indicator performs when I put the weekly on. It's not too bad, but I mean, if you caught this one, it's great, but it's not the best on the weekly for this coin. So I'm just gonna toggle it off here. All right. Oh, I wonder if there's I wonder if there's an exchange with more history on it. I'm just gonna search for that real quick.
Yeah, I think you should go for.
Bitfinex
I
usually
don't.
has a lot.
Bitfinex does have a lot, but
So this
what I
is
use is actually crypto. So you know the index. So if you look for XMR USDT or just USD, there should be like the crypto index. Yeah, the sixth one or the fifth one. Sorry, spot crypto. You see that one? Those usually have a lot of history.
by
Um,
TradingView
I
because they have all of them.
yeah, yeah. I think it's exactly. So they kind of. I think they basically like aggregate them.
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go. All right.
Yeah, so I use these for quite a few pairs. It's quite useful.
This is ugly and beautiful at the same time.
Yeah.
Let's draw. Let's start with drawing a trend line. Do. Actually, if this is a diagonal, the trend line needs to start here at the bottom of 2, and assuming the bottom's in the bottom of 4. So something like this. And something like that.
Okay, this is already quite nice. My hopium has been filled.
So the theory on diagonals is that wave 5 will rarely end at the trend line. So if we draw that top trend line up here, it's either going to go under, fall short, but the
Mm-hmm.
range for that is very small because for this to be a diagonal, wave 5 has to end above the top of wave 3. So it has to finish like in this, depending on where it ends up here. I mean, obviously, if it goes on a bit longer, it has a bit more range. But in this case, I'd probably prone something a bit higher than the trend line and then fall back for a very deep retrace. Usually you get something like, let's say it ends here. Usually you
Mm-hmm.
get something in this zone after you get a
Yeah.
diagonal. But let's count the waves. Let me just pull up my theory here. So you normally look for, as I was saying in yesterday's video, you're going to want to look for either a 3-3-3-3-3 or a 5-3. Oh, fat fingers today. This is what happens when you want to make a short video. All right, so
Classic.
this is what you're looking for in a diagonal, but you want to put your preference on seeing a sequence of threes. Since the 5-3, 5-3, 5 only happens in leading diagonals, it's still pretty rare to see it though. But it looks like it might be the case here because this is clearly impulsive and so is this. So we can zoom in, try to count the waves here. Well, actually, I don't think it's going to be necessary because this is pretty much the only count that is valid at this point. So you see it here. You have your impulse up here. You might have maybe a truncated fifth because this was a very strong 3, and this is very obviously a corrective in nature. And it looks sort of like, in terms of price action, it looks the opposite on wave 4, which is actually neat. So, but I want to zoom in to this part here so we can see if either maybe the diagonal is going to come down lower to make another low, or if this is actually the beginning of wave 5 here. You know what? I'm going to take that back. Actually, there is one alt count. This could be one huge flat, but time-wise, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so this would be wave 1, and all of this would be wave 2 in a running flat, and this would be wave 3 coming up here. And the beauty of this count is that even if it goes lower, it's still a valid flat. Like it could come down here and bounce and would be a valid flat. But it's not the primary count because of the length of time. I mean, if you measure from start to finish on wave 1, you have 448 bars. And if you measure it here, just A and B measures 448. So if you extend it up to here, it's even longer. It still makes sense, it's just not as probable. So yeah, let's zoom in a bit more and try and figure out what's going on down here. I like the way it's curving up. I mean, it could easily pop up to this level right here, $288. I think that's what you had, like, right, Fortune?
Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah, 280s.
So we look at this for a few seconds and we could see where the liquidity is, and it could pop up, like, it can go up there in a week. So, yeah, the last time it was up in that range was almost a year ago. And since the beginning of the year, actually this one's been going up since early November. It's lagging a lot behind Bitcoin because Bitcoin almost doubled in value since
Yeah, I think actually
January.
before we go onto lower time frames, if we even need to, I think the daily is already pretty good.
Yeah.
Low time frame enough. You should check out the Bitcoin pair because it seems to be making a macro third higher low, and yeah, like you said, it's a very good observation that it's lagging behind Bitcoin. Has done so historically. I've been a big fan of Monero for a variety of reasons. Yeah.
I'm
I
just
mean, it
gonna.
looks horrible as at first glance, horrible, right? But then if you were exactly to zoom out, and also for this recommendation, I also do the same with crypto index. So if you put XMR USD crypto, or yeah, just like the ticker, and then you do slash, and then BTC USD crypto. Both have very long history. No. Actually, like put XMR USD, and then just with your
right there.
No, because instead of doing slash, look, like this is how I do it. Basically, you use your arrow down key to select crypto. So arrow down all the way until there. Yep, and then do slash BTC USD, and that's how you're basically picking which exchange you, yeah, and then you can just click or
I
arrow
don't.
down.
I just don't see it though.
No, it was pretty high up. It was the third or fourth. Yep, the third one.
That's just
Bitcoin all time history.
that's just
But
Bitcoin though, right?
yeah. But by doing this, you're selecting the
Oh, okay, I
you're
see.
you're selecting the exchange, right? Because if you were to just do XMR BTC, it will just go for a Binance or not enough history.
Okay, so this is just a calculation basically. Okay, I get
Yeah.
it. So let's remove this. Let's remove this. All right. So this is a heavy bounce area. Are we going to go down there again? Oops. Oh wow. This is beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's good. It's good, and if it were to make a higher low here, then it would just be so beautiful.
So this is the mortgage your home zone, guys.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Mortgage your home and grandma.
So this is probably a point at which you want to put an alert. I don't even need to put a description on it because if you pop up the chart and you look at this, you see what's good about it. Um, in terms of percentage down, it's not actually that far off. Like 25% in this market is nothing, guys, to the
No.
downside. It's a 3-day bear market. So, and from an Elliott wave perspective, if this is impulsive here, you probably get something like this, assuming it's a zigzag. And it will give you a triple bottom, which is actually one of the good patterns to trade off of.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're in spot, you could just like DCA down. This is not a coin that I think is in danger of dying out, so let me just close a few more applications here. I'm getting a lot of
Yeah, I've just DM'd you
lag.
my kind of my analysis on it. It's very basic. I mean, it's just support resistance and highly liquid zones. So it's
Uh,
why I was looking at this area both on the BTC and USD pair. I mean, I saw confluence between the two, and
I'm
yeah,
actually gonna I'm actually gonna pull this up here in the window so everybody could see it.
it's all an if, right? So if it were to make a higher low there and it went to go above what's that level 0.006, what's that, 612,000 satoshis,
Yeah.
then we like it. We like it there.
So there's an entry above where we are, like where we are now. This looks pretty much like the 618. Like assuming, uh,
Yeah, maybe.
I'd actually have to measure it from here, from this one here.
Mhm.
Yeah, it went past, so I I would assume that we would go down to uh 5 10,000s.
Yep.
Well, that's 5 1,000s, 5,000s.
Yeah,
All right.
nerds will say 50,000 satoshis.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I want to zoom in on here. Oh yeah, okay. So this looks like it might turn into a diagonal A, like curve all the way here, come back up and maybe come back down. I'm not sure how it's going to play out because this is, while it might be corrective, this is clearly the impulse part of the correction. So
Yep.
There's a lot of big wicks though. Hmm. Oh, okay, I see. Since I have Bitcoin on this chart, I have some analysis points there. All right, so that's for the Bitcoin pair. So this one's curving up, wave 3 is curving up, wave 1's curving up, so I'm expecting the same thing to happen. We got some nice fractals here too. See, look at this
Yeah.
wave 1 section,
Yep.
wave 2, wave 1 section for that one. And where are we on the correction? So this is the wave 2 and wave 4. So the only fractal we have is this one. The only thing I think about this bounce is maybe we're in this part here, you know, and then we're going to come back down again. That would be my alt count. Actually, I got to remove this, right? So I'm going to draw this out. Let me know what you think about it. Main count, alt counts, we'll put it in red. I think we're going here regardless. Then here, here, and then we'd basically do the same thing. Let's change the color. What do you think about that, Fortune?
I love both of them, considering the fact that I am already positioned. So, yes, I like. I
It's
like it, but it also aligns with my targets. I mean,
yeah,
yeah, but with those, you're basically blowing through the liquidity there, which is also quite probable, right? If you were to make a fractal-like move, then that $280 level we talked about would probably not hold for long. So, yeah.
yeah, and to the downside as well. I mean, this is a pure fractal prediction here. Let me just square that out as well. Looking at, well, you know what? We could just as likely be in this part here right now as well. And that's where the main count comes from. But the fractal I was talking about, the bearish one, is this one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to identify them. Oh, that's ugly. Let's put it yellow. Well, let's put it at the top. Inside. That's top right there too. And this is fractal one. Sorry about that. So you have the fractals there, and this would be the liquidity zone. And there is another liquidity zone lower. I can't see this doing more than a double bottom though. Something like this. All right, I think we're almost done here. I mean, we could like try to get the targets based on fractals as well. Why not? Let's do that. This is where I love to use the fib extension tool. So, assuming this is the top of one, back down to the bottom of 2. What is that line? Oh, it's the line I use to determine where wave 5 has to finish. So it's above the 1. This could be a massive wave. 3 was. I like to see when wave 3 isn't extended. Wave 5. Wave 5 can go really, really high. I wouldn't be surprised to see it coming up here. But that's all speculation, so I just did this for fun. All right, clean up the chart a bit. I don't think these are necessary, but here's your analysis. So we have a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 in this case. There we go. I think I can I can go offline a bit and try to figure out a decent buy zone. Do you have any to suggest, Fortune? This line here, 0055. I think you might be muted.
Oh, wow, I was speaking to myself. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay, well, let me actually go back to what I was saying. So first, what I wanted to say is the red fractal that you showed there on your chart
Mm-hmm.
looks the more plausible one. Because you would probably end up having more of accumulation zone here. Like I just do not see it going straight up from here. As much as I would love that, seems unlikely unless BTC just decides to rally up to highs
Yeah, and
and everything.
if you do this curve and this curve,
Yeah,
this one seems a bit premature.
yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
if you go this one, yeah,
Exactly. And regarding the buy zone, yeah, so for that chart I sent you, the levels are kind of marked out, but I think the one you put there, the liquidity zone, which is hanging just right below those lows,
this one
right? So
here.
you would have a flat bottom there, yeah. That's pretty much where I'd be buying as well.
All right, cool.
Yeah. But send it up from here and we'll all be happy.
And we'll short from here.
Yes.
All right, thanks for coming on. Hope to do
Thank you.
this
Thank
again soon.
you. Awesome. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys.